Greetings and welcome back to the Gamers Den, ladies and gentlemen. Today on the animation, the cartoon asylum. Yeah, this one's gonna be a tough one. If you hadn't already seen the thumbnail, you kind of why wouldn't you? We are gonna be talking about my least favorite Cartoon Network shows. Out the gate, I'm gonna say that Teen Titans Go is not one of them. What hasn't been said about this show at this point? I hate it. You hate it. Let's move on. Let's face it, there are a few good episodes in the movie, did okay, but at the end of the day, most people don't like the show, myself included. Ruins the original. It's longer. It's got a. Uh, let's move on. To make this list, it has to be a show that started on Cartoon Network. That includes licensed shows. So, stuff basically like. Now, this isn't on the list, but a good example of this is like the Scooby Doo Mystery Incorporated show that debuted on Cartoon Network, not anywhere else. Cartoon Network, and it's going to be specifically Cartoon Network, so we're going to get right on into it. Um, so my number three slot for my least favorite shows on Cartoon Network is Amazing World of Gumball. More specifically, season two onward. I liked season one. I really did. Gumball got his comeuppance a couple of times, so he wasn't necessarily out of the woods. Darwin wasn't as chipper. He did lose his temper quite a bit with Gumball. And Anais and Nicole are just awesome. Richard is an ass, a lazy asshole. I know why, but that doesn't alleviate the fact. I'm sorry, I don't like this character. The only way they keep the status quo is that the world will end if it doesn't. Sorry about that. But after season two, Gumball was just annoying. They got a lot of side characters that I really didn't care for. Um, Darwin took a nosedive as far as the character goes. Good lord, name it above. I don't need this character. I hate this character as much as Richard. Anais was okay. I did like her going forward. And Nicole was just, she's Nicole. She's awesome. She's an awesome character. Um, but I didn't really like Rob slash Director. I didn't care for him as a villain. Not a very good one. The other side characters were just annoying to watch. Watched a lot of this series, quite a bit of this series. It's not a good series, guys. It's really not, in my opinion. It's not the mashups are cool and all, but after season one, it kind of took a nosedive, in my opinion. Yeah, we're still waiting for that movie, by the way. I'm not. I don't care. I mean, I'm not. I don't really care. Honest to God, I think y'all should move on. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. That being said, guys, number two is the Looney Tunes show. That is specific. It has to be that specific. That specific incarnation, I don't really care for. I don't mind Bugs, and I really do love Porky Pig in this one. He did lose his temper quite a bit, not just with Daffy, but with all the other characters. He really did let loose a little bit more, and I really like that. Speedy Gonzalez, it's Speedy Gonzalez, man. You can't hate on that character. I love the fact that they gave Cecil Turtle just a little smack. I watched a couple of his older shorts from the back in the original Looney Tunes days, so I do like the fact that he's actually getting smacked a little bit more. It's really cool. What I don't like, now I'm gonna go from least to most. I don't like the fact that basically domesticated a bunch of these characters. It wasn't great seeing these characters kind of. It was okay. I mean, it works on paper, but I'm sorry, guys. I don't want to see Yosemite Sam as a DMV dude. Who wants to see that? Who wants to see Elmer Fudd? I don't even want to talk about that song. I don't like that song. That should not be on a kid show. I do like the Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner segments though. They're super cool. Some of the musical segments are cool, but that one, grilled cheese. Good God Almighty! That should never have been on the show. That shouldn't have been on any show. Jesus. Y'all actually like that? To each his own. To each his own. I don't really care for it. But the biggest aspect, if you watch one of our previous videos where we did Smash or Pass, you'll know what's coming. The biggest problem I have with the Looney Tunes show is when they introduced Lola. Melissa's cool. Petunia, when she actually was there, cool. They work. Lola does not work. Okay, I get it. The original Space Jam version of her didn't have as much personality other than sexy and basketball. But the comics fleshed her out to be about as mischievous as Bugs, even outsmarting Bugs a couple of times. And I see her pop up in the Looney Tunes, the new Looney Tunes, as well as Wabbit. You know, changed halfway through the show. I don't know why, but damn it, the Looney Tunes show version of Lola is the worst version. I don't know why people like this character, this version of the character. Okay, right out the gate, she talks way too much, not letting Bugs get a word in edgewise. That's not good girlfriend material. I'm sorry. No, 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 no. I don't care if she's a strong female. No. You let me talk too. It's called having a conversation, not a monologue. Want to do that? Become a supervillain. Jesus Christ. Or go in politics. One of the two. Either way, then you'll be able to monologue all day long. Number two, my issue with her. Okay, Jesus Christ. You turned in a character that was fleshed out in the comics to be smarter than Bugs, and Bugs is pretty damn smart, to a ditzy, flighty airhead? What? No! No! That's not good. That's why I don't mind this Space Jam sequel, Lola. At least she might actually be, good as far as personality wise. Jesus Christ. But then there's the biggest problem with May, for May at least. She is a stalker. And I don't know about y'all, but I don't like my love interest character being a stalker character to one of my favorite characters. I love Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny is one of my favorite characters. So is Sonic. Don't like Amy because of that aspect. That's not good relationship goals at all. Some of the plots in here that involve her are some of the stupidest plots. The glove one alone was enough for me to tear my hair out. This one was stupid. I had watched that. I did watch that episode, and that was stupid. That was so damn stupid. I love Daffy Duck in this one. Daffy Duck is awesome. He's very cynical in this one. I really like that fact about him. I don't mind him being loony, but at the same time, when he's cynical like that, like really stupidly cynical, and they just cranked his laziness up a little bit more. It's pretty cool. I like that. That was funny. That was funny. Bugs is a bit of a pushover. Lola is completely wrecked. Yosemite Sam is DMV. I don't even know how that worked out. Guess it needs somebody. Another big aspect. Three of my favorite characters. Gossamer, the big red creature that was a monster character. When they needed a monster character, he was usually the one that was done. They brought in Taz and Witch Hazel. Jesus Christ, what did they do to him? Taz became their Witch Hazel's dog. Gossamer became, what was it, like an 8-year-old kid? What the hell? And Witch Hazel was a sassy southern black woman. I'm just like, what did you do to my favorite characters? Okay, I get Taz is more animalistic than most of them, but Jesus Christ, he is intelligent. Somewhat. He just lets his temper go off the rails. Gossamer, I don't even know what you did to him. He's supposed to be scary. You made him timid. And Witch Hazel, what did you do to her? She's supposed to be the crazy old woman witch character. You turned her into that? What the hell? At least Granny, Sylvester, and Tweety are at least somewhat okay. Sub- Survive that. Jesus Christ. I really don't like that show. But, regardless, there are a few honorable mentions. mentions. Of course, that one, the one I said previous, Teen Titans Go. What hasn't been said about that one? Another big one for me at least. Now I haven't watched it yet, but I know a lot of people don't like it, so I figured I'd mention it. Be Cool Scooby Doo. Hadn't watched it. Willing to watch it. You know, can't be that bad. Uncle Grandpa. I don't know why people don't like this one, but I kind of do like some of the aspects. Some of the characters are really cool. Can't put it on the list. Some of the obscure ones I can't really put on here just because they're obscure, you know. I didn't like certain aspects of Cow and Chicken. Don't really care for the red guy, but he's funny when he's good. And that's about it. As far as excuse me, that goes. But no Adult Swim shows on here, mind you. That's a whole nother list right there. I've already been talking enough about the Looney Tunes show. That I really don't like this show, guys. I really don't. I don't know why y'all do. But there's another show that kind of trumps that one. That's my number one slot. And there's a big reason for it. Now, y'all probably going to hate me for this. And y'all can if you want. Y'all can debate it down in the comments. But there's a reason I don't like this show. Steven Universe. Now, before you go down, hear me out. Before you go down in the comments and tell me how wrong I am, hear me out. It isn't because I'm a Christian I don't like the sexual themes in it. The lesbian themes in it. I don't. It's not that. For God's sake, I like Wiccan and Hulkling, for God's sake. I like Black Panther, and I like some of these other characters that are considered part of the woke culture. I do. It's not that. I don't like the characters. Steven is like, oh, Jesus, he's a MacGuffin character. He is a MacGuffin character. He can't do wrong. Yes, he gets his shit caved in, but at the end of the day, he's good. I know he's the hero and the main protagonist, but Jesus Christ, the kid just has gotten the shit caved in numerous times with numerous factors between his home life, hero life, everything else. And he still comes back with a smile on his face. Any other person would have never been able to do that with a smile on his face. Or at the very least, it would take a lot of counseling. Jesus. I know a lot of y'all like Pearl and y'all like Garnet, but what are their personalities again? Pearl is an angsty, um, schizophrenic. Let's face it, that's what she is. She's scared of everything. And I get it. I get her backstory is a little tragic, but I don't care. I really don't. It doesn't explain why she's such a panicky mess. Garnet? Y'all like Garnet. She's a cool design. Yes, awesome design. Awesome design for her two halves. Not so sure I really like the character though. It's not good in my eyes. It's really not. Amethyst, she gets a little annoying every now and again. Peridot is awesome. I don't know why people don't like her. She's awesome. Lapis, she's kind of boring, kind of flat. Villains, I've seen worse. Far worse. Come on, guys. Storylines are all over the place, but I think the main reason I don't really like this one, it just doesn't fit Cartoon Network. For Cartoon Network shows, I've noticed that Nickelodeon is like, you can think it, you can do it. The more outlandish, the better. A lot of the cartoons are really like out there. You got a talking sponge, an alien invader on Earth that can't do his job right, two angry beavers, and a ghost kid, amongst many other oddities. It's basically who's who of what's odd. Disney, family friendly characters, even some of their characters from their movies and old classic stuff like the Ducks, the Duck Family, and Goofy and all that. But Cartoon Network is where the misfits come. Where the ones that stick out. It's why I always went there instead of Nickelodeon. Over because I felt at home. I felt like a misfit in my home life and at school and all that other stuff. I felt like a misfit myself. It's why I liked it. That's why I love Cartoon Network. It's why I love going there. I loved going there as a kid to that channel. It's why I loved Courage. It's why I loved Dexter. It's why I loved some of these other, like all these other shows. You know, every single character ticked off an outcast. That's why I love Marvel. It's where the outcasts go. But Steven Universe just didn't feel like an outcast. His characters, the main heroes, the Crystal Gems, and Steven Universe just didn't feel like outcasts. What, they got outcast from their home world? That's it? That's all you're gonna tell me? You put them in a lineup, and I guarantee you, if you just have him standing straight, or just have the headshot, you will know the other characters. From Generator Rex, and even Generator Rex and Ben 10, classic Ben 10, you will know exactly who it is. Steven Universe, I hate to say this, guys, but I probably would have said like a Cleveland show or somebody from, what was it? What other show was that? I had it, I can't remember what it was now, but it was some show from Nickelodeon at one point. But yeah, I would have said something like that, something weird like that, because he just doesn't stand out. And while yeah, the Crystal Gems do, I don't know, guys. It just there's another aspect to it. It would fit more with Disney as far as the art style. It's not the show. It's the characters. None of them stand out to me. There's too many songs in it. I don't mind a song episode here and there. I mean, for God's sake, Music Meister from Brave and the Bold is one of my favorite episodes of all time. I really love that episode. I love Disney. But it just, Steven Universe has too many songs on top of being, it just kind of bland. It just doesn't stand out amongst all the other shows that were coming out at the time. You had Adventure Time, a regular show, it's a World of Gumball, Uncle Grandpa. He appeared in that show. Ben 10 and a little bit of Generator Rex when it was coming out. All of these shows stood out in some way, shape, or form. Steven Universe, the only thing going for it was all the Crystal Gem stuff. It just wasn't something that made it stand out. It had its dark moments, it had its songs. But you know what I associate that Steven Universe with? I thought it was a Disney show to begin with. Till I saw the Cartoon Network logo on it. That's what it looks like. It doesn't fit. Doesn't mesh well. I'm not saying it's a bad show. I just don't think it works in Cartoon Network. And even if it did work on even if it was on Disney, I probably still wouldn't have watched it anyway because it wasn't a good show. I watched quite a few episodes when I was in Arizona a couple years back. Um, with my family. We were on an RV trip. It was the whole thing. And I watched a few of the episodes and I was just like, why do people like this? This isn't great. I mean, it's not bad. Awesome animation. Characters are stand out a little bit as far as that lineup goes. I mean, they're the Crystal Gems do, but the main hero was what I had the most problems with. Pearl. It was just calm down, Garnet. You don't have to be that serious, Jesus Christ. Amethyst. Take this a little seriously, and it just goes on and on and on. None of the characters stood out, or they stood out too much. And I want them to shut up. There's a reason I don't like these shows, guys. The shows I mentioned so far. There's a reason these three are on here. These are the only ones I really don't like, as well as Teen Titans Go, of course. Power Girls 2016, but that one at least has a few decent episodes, and it does have the original Power Girls going for it, too. Even they had some good bad episodes, even from the first couple of seasons. Same goes for Dexter's Lab. Johnny Bravo. You try making Johnny Bravo nowadays. I guarantee you it won't work. And so on and so forth. Every show has its bad moments, but these three stand out to me because I personally didn't like them. Wasn't that they're bad or good, but it's that I couldn't like them. If you have a problem with that, go down in the comment section down below and please be nice about it. We all have our opinions, you know. Me, I don't like Steven Universe. And I do like the characters a little bit, but I'm not just gonna watch it just to watch it anymore. I watched a few episodes and it's just not great. It's not a great show in my opinion. Not compared to what I could be watching, like some of the classics. I'm a, I grew up with a lot of the old classics, reruns, you know. But with that being said, guys, go down in the comment section down below and tell me what your least favorite Cartoon Network shows are. They have to be purely Cartoon Network. They had to have debuted there. So stuff like Pokemon and some of the Scooby-Doo stuff do not count. Anything on Hanna-Barbera does not count. They appeared earlier on in other channels. That's the criteria that I use for this list. That being said, guys, be sure to like, share, subscribe for future videos. Go down in the comments down below. Again, tell me what you think. Tell me what you personally have with this. And of course, guys, be sure to check back on some of the future videos. I got something planned for tomorrow. And hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video. This has been Gamers Den. I've been Canis Lupus. Y'all been awesome. See you guys in the next one. Bye.